tonight's cover story, artificial intelligence and online dating. Dating sites say advancing technologies will help make a better match.
And WJ's Dana Rebick sits down with couples who came together with high-tech help and one man who says he's cracked the code to finding true love.
For me was that he was very tall. I like tall men. And he has a beautiful smile and beautiful eyes.
The smile and just the way that she kind of just shined out in her pictures.
Blake Vura, originally from Addison, met his wife Maria in 2021. Like many couples nowadays, they hooked up on an online dating app that operates a bit differently from others with the use of artificial intelligence.
You know, on a regular dating app, if I look at 100 profiles every single day, it will take me 30 years to look at 1 million profiles. You know, but for AI clone, it can take seconds.
Iris Dating launched 4 years ago by the company Ideal Match, inviting users to experience the magic and mystery of true attraction. The feeling when someone locks eyes with a stranger, an unexplained chemistry that takes their breath away.
And this is how I arrived to the idea of artificial intelligence, because I understood that as soon as the AI can understand your taste, it can swipe for you.
The patented Attraction DNA system starts with customers first entering the Iris training phase, where you are asked to rate a number of stock photos, clicking pass, maybe, or like, discovering what it is about a face you find attractive.
It can be some curvature of the eyes combined with the distance between this, nose and the lips shape, etc.
The algorithm analyzes the faces you prefer, then cross-references profile pictures of Iris users in your preferred area, sending you potential matches. The site promises members are 40 times more likely to find a mutual match than on other dating apps.
When I first saw her when she got out of her car, when we had parked in the parking garage, I was kind of blown away. I just couldn't believe how well it was an attraction for myself to her.
She's even better in person than online. And from then it was there was pretty much no doubt in my mind. So I was like, okay, it's a matter of time before I propose.
Daniel Rostamian, who lives near Indianapolis, found his true love, Ronnie Lynn, who lives in the Philippines. The couple, who have visited each other in person several times, is now married, waiting on her spousal visa to move to the U.S.
It's just natural. I'm like, okay, why does it feel like I know you for so long?
If you don't have that initial spark, you basically have no chance of matching and continuing this stuff, right? I'm not saying that initial spark is everything, but I'm saying if it is present, then everything becomes 100 times easier.
Attraction, again, is important, but compatibility is what keeps people together.
Dating expert Bella Gandhi, who runs the Chicago-based Smart Dating Academy, coaches her clients in navigating the online dating world, which is about to drastically change with the influence of AI.
I think AI as a whole is great. I think in dating, it is going to be interesting to see how things play out.
At a recent meeting with investors, the owner of Match Group, the parent company of Tinder, Hinge, and Match.com, revealed plans to incorporate AI into its apps this year. Tinder already uses AI to help users select their best profile photo. In mid-January, Hinge rolled out a new feature called Prompt Feedback, offering suggestions on how to improve users' profile prompt responses to sound more interesting and attract more matches. But more changes are coming. Chatbots that can operate as a concierge, helping set up dates and even communicating on your behalf, responding to messages, cutting down on what some feel are the tedious early stages of communication. But some feel this could backfire.
If the bots are chatting with and for you on your behalf, isn't the other person going to want to date the chatbot instead of you?
The changes come as many have developed a distaste with online dating. According to the Pew Research Center, 46% of Americans have had a negative experience, many concerned about catfishing and scammers. Some companies, like Iris Dating, trying to cut down on that risk by requiring members to upload a selfie along with their profile picture before they are able to join.
We have a little joke about that. It's the joke that she ordered me online.
Blake and Maria Varel, who now live in Fort Lauderdale, are happily married and have a 1-year-old son. The robotics behind their romance, redefining the way people find true love.
The attraction factor, that it's not about being physically beautiful or gorgeous, but to have an attraction for that particular person.
When it comes to artificial intelligence, I recommend anyone that is willing to give it a chance to actually do that and trust the process behind it, because obviously nowadays everything is based on technology.
The Iris dating app has grown to 4 million users around the world. The developer is now researching a new AI feature called Best Look AI that can scan your face and cosmetically suggest ways to improve your appearance to better attract a mate. Dana Rebick, WGN News.